Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and with me today is my amazing co-host, Julia. Hey, Julia.
Hey, Jason. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited about today's topic because we're going to share some quick and easy tips to help you improve your English and speak more confidently.
That's right. Whether you're a beginner or already on your English learning journey, these tips will help you get closer to perfect English.
And don't worry, we're not going to give you complicated theories. These are simple, practical tips that you can start using right now to improve your English speaking, pronunciation, and confidence.
Exactly. So, if you've ever struggled with grammar mistakes, pronunciation issues, or feeling nervous when speaking English, this episode is for you.
And don't forget, stay with us until the end, because we'll also share 3 big mistakes that English learners should avoid.
All right, let's jump in. First, let's talk about why speaking English well is important. So, Julia, before we get into our quick tips, let's talk about this. Why is it so important to speak English well?
That's a great question, Jason. English is the global language of communication. Whether you're traveling, studying, or working, good English skills help you express yourself clearly and confidently.
Absolutely. Imagine you're in an airport and you need to ask for directions. If your English is unclear, the other person might not understand you. But if you speak correctly and confidently, communication becomes easy.
Exactly. Plus, in today's world, so many job opportunities require good English skills. Companies prefer employees who can speak English well because they can communicate with clients and colleagues from different countries.
That's true. And let's not forget, if you speak English fluently, you can enjoy movies, books, and online content without needing translations. That makes learning even more fun.
Right. And one more thing. When you speak English well, you feel more confident in social situations, whether it's making friends, joining discussions, or even giving a presentation. Good English skills help you feel in control.
That's a great point, Julia. So, now that we understand why English is important, let's move on to our quick tips for perfect English. Now that we know how important it is to speak English well, let's get to the most exciting part, quick and easy tips to help you achieve perfect English.
Yes, these tips are practical and simple, so you can start using them immediately to improve your English speaking, pronunciation, and confidence.
All right, let's start with grammar. Julia, why do you think grammar is so important?
Well, grammar is like the foundation of a house. If your foundation is weak, your house won't stand properly. The same goes for English. If your grammar is wrong, people might not understand you clearly.
That makes sense. Many learners struggle with verb tenses, prepositions, and sentence structure. What's an easy way to fix this?
A great tip is to focus on common mistakes and learn from them. For example, many learners say, "Yesterday I go to the market," but the correct sentence is, "Yesterday I went to the market."
That's a simple but powerful change. So, learners should pay attention to past, present, and future tenses and practice them in daily conversations.
Exactly. And a bonus tip. Instead of memorizing grammar rules, learn by listening and repeating correct sentences.
Next, let's talk about pronunciation. Julia, what's the biggest mistake learners make?
The biggest mistake is not practicing pronunciation enough. Some words are tricky, and if you say them incorrectly, people might misunderstand you.
Right. So, what's the best way to improve pronunciation?
One of the best techniques is shadowing. This means you listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say, copying their speed and tone.
That's a great tip. So, learners can watch English podcasts, movies, or YouTube videos and repeat sentences out loud to improve their pronunciation.
Yes, and another trick, record yourself speaking English and compare it to native speakers. This helps you hear your own mistakes and fix them.
Okay, let's move on to vocabulary. Many learners struggle with finding the right words. What's the best way to improve this?
Instead of memorizing long word lists, learn words in context, which means learning them with sentences instead of just single words.
That's so true. For example, instead of just learning the word decision, you should learn it with phrases like make a decision, because that's how native speakers use it.
Yes, and learners can try the word of the day method, learning just one useful word per day and using it in different sentences.
Great idea. And don't forget about collocations, words that naturally go together, like fast food, strong coffee, or heavy rain.
Exactly. Learning words this way makes English sound more natural and fluent.
Now, this tip is a game changer. Thinking in English. Julia, why is this so powerful?
Well, many learners translate from their native language to English before speaking, and that makes them slow and confused.
So, what's the solution?
Start with small steps. Look around you and try to describe what you see in English. For example, if you see a car, say in your mind, "That's a red car. It's moving fast."
I love that. And learners can also talk to themselves in English throughout the day, like when making coffee or getting ready.
Yes, the more you think in English, the faster and more natural you'll speak.
And now, our final tip. Practice speaking every single day. Julia, what's the best way to do this? Especially if someone doesn't have a speaking partner.
Great question. You don't need a partner to practice. You can talk to yourself, describe your day, or even record your voice and listen back.
That's a fantastic idea. And learners can also use language exchange apps or join online English-speaking groups to practice with real people.
Yes, the key is consistency. Even 10 minutes of speaking practice every day will help improve fluency.
Wow! Those were some really simple but powerful tips. Let's do a quick recap before moving to the next section. Common mistakes to avoid. All right, now that we've shared our quick tips for perfect English, let's talk about something equally important. Common mistakes that English learners should avoid.
Yes, many learners make these mistakes without realizing them, and they can slow down progress. So, let's go over the top 3 mistakes and how to fix them.
The first big mistake is translating directly from your native language to English. Julia, why is this a problem?
Well, different languages have different sentence structures, so if you translate word for word, your English might sound unnatural or confusing.
That's true. Instead of translating, it's better to learn English phrases as they are used naturally.
Yes. For example, in some languages, people say, "open the light," but in English, we say, "turn on the light."
Exactly. So, learners should listen to native speakers and copy natural expressions instead of translating everything.
Another huge mistake is being afraid to speak because of making mistakes. Jason, have you seen this happen a lot?
All the time. Many learners don't speak because they're afraid of saying something wrong. But here's the truth. Mistakes are part of learning.
That's right. No one speaks perfect English in the beginning. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
So, instead of staying silent, learners should speak as much as possible and learn from their mistakes.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Mistakes help you grow.
And the final mistake is not practicing English every day. Julia, why is consistency so important?
Because learning a language is like going to the gym. If you don't practice regularly, you won't see results.
That's a great example. Even 10 to 15 minutes of daily practice is better than studying for hours just once a week.
Exactly. Learners should make English part of their daily life, listening to English music, watching English videos, or even talking to themselves in English.
Yes, small daily habits lead to big improvements over time.
So, to all our listeners, avoid these 3 mistakes, and your English will improve much faster.
That's right. Now, let's wrap up with some final thoughts and a special challenge for our listeners. Wow, we've covered so many great tips today. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to encourage our listeners. Julia, what's one thing you want them to remember from today's episode?
I want them to remember that learning English is a journey, not a race. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel stuck sometimes. But what matters is that you keep going.
That's so true. Many learners feel frustrated when they don't see fast results. But improving English is like growing a plant. You have to water it every day, and over time, you'll see it bloom.
Exactly. And every small effort you make adds up. Maybe today you learn just one new word or improve one sentence, but over time, all these little improvements will make a huge difference.
I love that. And remember, confidence comes from practice. The more you speak, the more natural and fluent you will become. So don't wait for the perfect moment to start speaking. Just start now.
Yes, and here's a small challenge for our listeners. After this podcast, try to speak in English for 5 minutes. Talk about your day, describe what you see around you, or practice some of the tips we shared today.
That's a great idea. And if you're feeling brave, you can record yourself speaking and listen back to see how you improve over time.
Yes, the key is to enjoy the process and celebrate your progress. Learning English is not just about speaking a new language, it's about opening doors to new opportunities, meeting new people, and gaining confidence.
That's such a powerful message. So, to all our listeners, keep practicing, stay confident, and never give up. You are improving every single day.
Yes, and we're here to support you on your journey. Keep listening to our podcasts for more tips and motivation.
Absolutely. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on English Learning Podcast.
Keep learning, keep growing, and have an amazing day. Bye for now.